My name is Sarah Woodbury. I am here today with my husband Dan to talk about Dolbadarn Castle.
And that's how you're going to pronounce it?
I could say Dolbadarn and have many times, and probably will again. I learned to say that before I started learning Welsh. In the same way, I'll say Dinas Bran instead of Dinas Bran.
Well, you're way better than I am. So anyway, we learned last week that Llywelyn ap Griffith imprisoned his brother Owain at Dolbadarn.
That's right, and that's really the tail end of the history of Dolbadarn. There, I did it again.
Yeah.
Dolbadarn Castle. The Romans built a road by, well, the castle wasn't there at the time. There's evidence that it was occupied as early as the 6th century, though the masonry there now dates to the 1200s and the time of Llywelyn Fawr, who built it. You can see why Llywelyn built Dolbadarn Castle here. It's on a spur between Llyn Padarn and Llyn Peris, two lakes. This is the view south of Dolbadarn towards the pass and Mount Snowdon. I have a chain fence here to keep me from throwing myself off. If I turn, you can see the view going north towards Anglesey. That allows it to guard the Llanberis Pass, which was important militarily for Llywelyn Fawr, as well as to protect his cattle, because they would follow that pass from the lowlands to their summer pastures. And as we talked about in other videos, cattle were wealth to the Welsh princes. Llywelyn Fawr started the castle after he'd built Castell further south. This is the round tower, the keep. It was built in the 1230s. One of the finest examples of a Welsh round tower in Wales. It had fireplaces and toilets on every level of that keep for 3 stories. That was a lap of luxury at the time.
It's hard to appreciate how tiny and steep these stairs are.
The rest of the castle is gone now. There were 2 more square stone towers and a great hall that was 50 feet by 27 feet, all of which is gone. The reason why these walls have fallen down so badly compared to the keep is that they're dry stone walls, meaning that they were built with little or no mortar. I'm not really sure how that worked. He put the stones down and they stayed. Anyway, the tower had mortar between the stones. As we talked about last week, Llywelyn ap Griffith did keep his elder brother Owain at Dolbadarn for 22 years, releasing him after the Treaty of 1277 with King Edward. After the conquest, King Edward, rather than refortifying Dolbadarn like he did with some of the other castles, actually tore it down, and he used the timbers for the Great Hall to build his castle at Carnarvon. Next week, we're actually going to talk about the life of Llywelyn ap Griffith himself. If you like this video, click on the playlist or subscribe to my channel. There'll be a new video next week. And if you want to check out my books, click on the link to my webpage.